Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tennessee Titans. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on 1st down. Johnson's got it complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he's got some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Murray now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 52. Check 3. Check 3.
Now Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Left coming. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Oh.
First down, Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mariota. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
36.
On third down, Mariota buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second down, Murray sets to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Cardinals first down. Here we go. We got 4. We got 4.
On 1st and 10, Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota complete. Smith has it. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I'm scared. Watch twist.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
58, right there. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Check.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. It's Williams on the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Murray now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Flush to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Check 9, check 9. 3. Motion. 1.
Mariota on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Just like that.
From the gun, Mariota. He completes it to Henry. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
4 down. Check. 4 down. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
To the air again. Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Johnson, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here. Mariota. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make
Johnson on, it's poke free, football's out. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he gets in. Touchdown, save. Defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Let's go. Two times. Everyone got four down. Check 31. Check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray stepping up. He's going to keep it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Third down, Johnson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points.
Well, the pressure gets to him again. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Steps away to it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Harold Landry able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Motion. One. Reset. Swap, 43. Mike's 43. Here we go. 43 is the mic. You can't block me.
Now on 2nd and 16. Mariota looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
43. Check, 43.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you want, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 12. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He's got it to Williams. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter.
It's our time. It's our time. Check. One. Safety creep. Twist.
From the 36, Mariota. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Mariota now from the 50. He's got Smith here, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Mariota now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. A first down carry for Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Mariota now. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Throwing is Mariota. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jarrell Casey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check, 43. Where are they, team? His team showed up. Hey, check 24.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. 3rd and long, Murray from his end zone. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. First down, Mariota completes it to Davis. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mariota to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing, Mariota. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 26 and a first down. Again, it's Mariota, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We own it. We own it.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to.
Back to throw it. Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for Arizona, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.